careful when walking around Bijang. A gift?
Hello, hello. How's everyone doing today? Thanks, and thanks for the appreciation for my thumbnails. It was an accident, kind of, that these have become a thing. It was initially just like a funny thing to do, to like, I don't know. I am not a capital A artist, so I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't have any Photoshop skills to make thumbnails or anything like that, so it was just like a goofy thing that I could do, and I'm really glad that people have appreciated them in the way that they have. It's does make me pretty happy. But how's everyone doing? Is everyone else playing Endfield? Is anyone else pulling for Gilberta? I feel like just about everyone pulled for Levitine, and I was very tempted to, admittedly, but I did hold out and kept saving for Gilberta. Oh, I suppose that's to use this. Oop, gotta harvest stuff. Also, I think I have I'm still very much getting used to like the material requirements to build units in this game. So I think I have what I need to build Gilberta when I ideally get her. But we will see. Fingers crossed. Playing right now, unfortunately, I've decided to not use reconveners at all, so you have to pass on Gilberta. That's very fair. I'm really curious what they're going to do with Gilberta's story and with reconveners stories in general. Because, like, the Levitine story is honestly the best story that's been in the game so far, which admittedly isn't the highest bar yet, but still. And I think it shows that they might do interesting things with like reconveners as at large, and like how they relate to the administrator, and like their own memory stuff that they have going on and everything like that. So hopefully it'll be interesting. But I'm also like, I don't know, like I'm kind of taking a wait and see approach. I'm going to wait and see how they manage to make it work within the setting and stuff like that. But we will have to see. You feel a lot better about the concept after doing Levitine? No, that's very fair. I am a stickler. I don't know if y'all have been following the CN Arknights updates and stuff that just got announced, but with another 6-star Archfighter coming, I'm really noticing that every non-6 or non-Viviana 6-star Archfighter I just like inherently have a little bit of resentment towards. and I don't know. Not that there aren't other reasons to resent that specific unit, but I don't know. But I think I'm gonna start the polls because I actually have not pulled beyond like the standard banner and the beginner banner and stuff, the free stuff that they've given. I mean, obviously I used the few free pulls they gave for the Levitine banner. Didn't really get anything for that, but did pull for Levitine. Yeah, I'm still kind of figuring out exactly what I want for teams and characters. So far, I have. So obviously, have Ardelia. She was free. Everyone has. She came free with your Xbox. All that. The beginner banner unit I got was Pogranichnik. So I've been running a bit of a physical team, but I also then got Last Right from the standard banner. So I've been running a bit of an ice team as well, and this is kind of the team that I'm thinking of using for, I'm thinking of using this team for with Gilberta. I'm struggling so hard not to call her Angelina. I'm gonna slip up a few times this stream. I know it, but I feel like the thing that I've really been feeling with the ice team is that they could really use some grouping, right? Like, Last Right and Zaihi and Fluoride have been doing great for my damage, but when the enemies kind of just scatter, they're not really great at dealing with that. So my hope is that Gilberta will actually really be good there, but we will see. But we shall see. So that's what I've been running. That's how I'm planning on using her. But I've been using the Fizz team more, admittedly, partially because I don't really like Last Right's design all that much. I think she's kind of a mess, unfortunately. But yeah, the Fizz team has been fun. So, but I'm probably going to be doing the ice team a little bit more because I think Gilberta will go a little bit better with them. But we will see how that goes. Chen is really cool, but you already have a perfect. Yeah, that's fair. I need to look more at Chen's kit. Honestly, I think it's interesting. I'm trying not to judge too hard. I'm actually looking forward to Wang's kit as well. As someone who's been reading the Sui stories for a long time now, like, I really liked the last couple of Sui stories, Here Are People So's, and now is Such Is the Joy of Our Reunion. I think that's what it was called. And I'm really interested to see Wang's story as a playable character now. The way Such Is the Joy of Our Reunion ended was really, really, really good. So, but we shall see how that plays out. Obviously, we will have to wait 6 months to get the actual story anyway, but such is life when you play Global Arknights. Love how Aya is in all my team comps. I mean, she is the one kind of Litanian that I have in the game so far. There's been a couple Litanian references, and you better believe that I've been like super excited to see each and every one of those. But also, I just don't have that many units yet. and trying to build two teams at once has definitely put a bit of a strain on like the mats that I've collected. So it's been helpful to have one unit that I could just easily slot into both. That building her would be investing in both teams, but we'll see. But I'm gonna start pulling, and hopefully things go well. The best case scenario, obviously, first 10 pull, every single 6-star. I'd like to get her early to save pulls, especially since I don't really have a sense of what the pull economy is going to be long term, but we'll have to see about that. In terms of off banners, not gonna lie, wouldn't mind one of the other limited units, but I feel like that might be a big ask, but we'll see. But let's. I talked about this last time when I was doing polls, but I just get nervous when it comes to pulling for units. Like in Arknights, I get nervous about pulling for units, and I've already been so obsessive about saving pulls that I just have a ton left over. So even if it goes poorly, I'm okay. And I still get nervous. Whereas here, it's like, this is everything I have. Well, let's go. Okay, maybe it's a fake out. I don't think it's a fake out. I learned that if you can skip, it's not going to be a fake out. Ooh, a 3 5-stars. I will take that. Let's see what we get. Okay. Okay, I've been using Japan, and I've been wanting to build Aviwena. So that's not terrible. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'm also, I think, close to... Oh, I can get another pull here. I don't know if I'm actually supposed to be using these. Like, I feel like in Arknights I have a good sense of, like, what's the best use of these kinds of resources. I'm hesitant to use them on any mats because you can get mats otherwise, but I don't know about these things. I don't know if I should be doing that or the 5 stars or what, but... do I have enough for that? No, I don't have enough for that yet. Okay, another 5-star one. This last year has been rough on the must-pull units for Arknights. Yeah, no kidding. It's... Especially with me, like, starting to do more guides and stuff, has also been like, oh, hey, another Japan. I've been using him. It's been difficult to, like, obviously I want to make sure that I have, like, the units that I want to review and stuff. And... that means pulling for stuff, and that means, yeah. So, okay. Okay, another multiple 5-star. That's on.
Well,
Oh hey. Okay.
Administrator.
Okay, who's the other one? Oh, there's Soshine. Okay. Ooh, okay. So this is the first time I've pulled on a limited banner. So this is the first time I'm using this. I guess I have a free 10 pull now. That's not related to pity or anything like that. So that'll be interesting. Did I see the CN livestream for AK? I saw some of it. I haven't seen all the details yet. I haven't seen the kit details. But... oh. Are you doing anything for the Avi Mujika? The 5 stars are really interesting. And I will probably be building them. Timeline-wise, I don't think I'm going to have time to get a video done for them in time for the release or anything like that, unfortunately. So I probably won't have any guides or stuff for them. And I'm also admittedly a little hesitant to do guides for, like, collab limited units when it's, like, major FOMO and, like, if you don't get them then, you just don't get them, period. So I'm a little, like, cautious. Like, I'm a little bit more focused on kind of trying to do stuff that is going to continue to be in the game. Okay, pulls have not been... I keep getting Aviwena, though. She might be max bot now. Let's see how my 5 stars are going. Okay, not quite. But close. I got a new art. But yeah, I'm a little, like, reluctant to do guides for limited operators when, like, they're... I like doing stuff, like, a lot of my philosophy with, like, the 6 stars that I talk about is that, like, I like doing stuff for units that you could end up getting later and might not have another source of information about, and therefore, like when I was, like, the first guide I did was on Ebenholz, who was, like, a classic, like, hated on off banner unit, and there just wasn't, like, good information out there about, like, well, why is he actually pretty good? Like, what can you do with him? So I wanted to get information out there about, like, well, no one's talking about this part of him, so this is how you do it, and stuff like that. And I feel like there's only so much that I can do with that with limited operators, because you just won't be getting them later. Like, it's just you get them then or you don't get them at all kind of thing. So, anyway, we're slowly approaching soft pity here, which is unfortunate. Well, we will see. Yeah, the thumbnail for the Appy Musica collab. Yeah, I know, right? I guess they do all have... Okay, another 3 5-stars. Okay. I guess they do all have, like... because thanks to their skins, they all have, like, connected animals and stuff, but... Yeah, I will say that they are all 5 stars that I'd say are worth investing in. I think they're all really, really cool. I think the way they all work together is really, really neat. I would like I'm definitely planning on building as many of them as I can, but yeah, I might not make a guide, but I'll probably be streaming around that event, and we'll probably be talking about them a bunch because I think they're really neat. But yeah. Yeah, I also have a love. Yeah, Just Canvas. I also have a love-hate relationship with his S2. The number of times I've accidentally shifted enemies into the blue box is not even funny. Anyway, can we avoid going to full pity here? Ooh, ooh. Oh, okay. We got something. Now, can I get multiple? Can I get multiple? Is the real question. What will this be like? Okay, just one, but is it the one I'm going for? Who is it?
Catcher, Op Team Z7. My role is giving the team cover and logistics.
Okay, Wolfguard Pod. I haven't really been using him because I don't have, like, Levitine for the fire squad, but...
Catcher.
Lots of catchers.
Why do I...
Okay, here we go.
Haven't we met already?
Oh my god! Oh! Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I guess I do have the fire team then. That's... Oh my gosh. Okay, well... I needed to take a quick screenshot of that. That's... Well, rewarded for skipping. There we go. I literally thought when Wolfguard showed up, I was like, it'd be really funny if this was a Levitine 10 poll in this poll. But I didn't say it because I was like, that won't happen. That won't happen. I guess I'm building Wolfguard.
Captain Akakuri.
Okay.
Captain.
Okay, I think that's it for this temple anyway. Okay, well, thank goodness Levitine's weapon's still running so that I can get that. But I guess we continue because I do still want to get Gilberta. Okay, that is about as that is Oh, okay. No way. Okay. Now watch this be Yvonne, right? Like I'll just complete all 3 of the first limited banners right here, right now. Let's see. Okay, I have no idea which one it is. Okay, 4-star. Okay, here it is.
Haven't we met already?
No fucking shot.
You'll remember me by this sword and flint.
That is so funny. Okay, well, I did not necessarily want a pot for her. I'm very happy to have her, and sure, I'll take an extra potential, but like, what? Okay, well, I guess I'm building the fire team now. That is okay. Well, no way. Okay. Now this 10 pull is gonna have Yvonne, surely. It's a fake out. No, okay, it's not fake out. Hey, okay. Okay, okay. That is... Oh my gosh. Okay, how close are we? Okay, I am... How am I 49 away from the guarantee? I haven't... Oh, I accidentally did a 1. Okay, that's what... That wasn't a 10 pull. That was a 1 pull. I'm actually going to round out this 10 pull real quick so that I don't waste anything to the pity. It's probably just going to be a bunch of 4 stars, but I don't want to go to 121. I think that would just be annoying. Okay, 6 more. Okay, anyway, I can't get over that two Levity. What?
Got anything to say? No?
The odds of 1 was already
Why
slim.
don't we just call it a day?
Oh man. Okay. Well, legitimately I don't know what to say. I am genuinely stunned. Just stun locked here. Okay, last single pull before we get back to 10s. We're just about a 5-star pity. It is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Whew, okay. 40 pulls to go. Who's my favorite in the lower rarity so far? I've really actually been enjoying Fluorite in the ice team. She just really improves the ice application without taking any SP, which is super handy to have. I started doing the ice team with Perlica for a little bit because I think her status or whatever that she can force apply amplifies art's damage. So I was like, oh, that's a damage amp. That's nice to have. Except Fluorite just really improves the rate at which you're applying the statuses in the first place, which is super helpful. So I've mostly been using her as my favorite 4-star, but I've really been enjoying Chen as well. I've been using Dapan as well. He's been really nice. Jaihe is pretty goated so far. Okay, I guess we get back to the temples. I'm just nervous again. I mean, no matter what happens now, there are successful pulls, I gotta say. But okay. 3 5s. 3 5s, not bad. How many of him do I have now? It's gotta be a lot. Oh, hey, Jaihe. And Chen. The 3 5-stars that I mentioned and the 4-star that I mentioned, all in this pull. Oh yeah, if this is working for me. Oh yeah, Yvonne. Yvonne is so good. I've really been enjoying her, I guess. Okay, this is not... Didn't work, but let's see what we got. Okay, an Arclight. I've been wanting to build the electric team. Granted, the electric team will probably be a little bit lower priority than the fire team right now, but still, I'll take it. Okay, we're almost done. We're almost at the guarantee. Okay, everyone around things out. Okay, this is the guarantee. We know she's going to be there. Also, I'm realizing that I'm very close. Oh, interesting. I'm really close to 6-star pity. I'm not going to go beyond it on this, but I might actually have a chance at winning a 50-50 on Yvonne's banner in the end. Oh wait, no, I won't, because this is going to use my 6-star pity. Never mind. Yippee! Whoa, what a surprise! What a surprise! Now, can I get 2? I mean, I don't want to be greedy at this point. I have already had a very successful banner. Okay, it is just the 1, but it's who we're looking for. So that's nice to see. Okay, who's the 5-star?
Excuse me, is this where we sign up for the...
I haven't been using Alesh despite using the... I think he's his kit seems neat, but he
Can do angling with my ice globe.
the last right really wants to consume ice stacks, and I think he also consumes ice stacks. But with Gilberta,
C7 skirmisher.
it's like
Got anything to say?
Gilberta is going to give me a reason to use more what's it called? Like, to use more skills. Like, I've been using Ardelia in that squad, and I just don't activate Ardelia's skill very often. But with Gilberta, I will be activating hers, so I'm going to have to figure out SP generation in the ice squad, so maybe there will be space for Alesh for that. I have completely lost track of
I've studied automation and occasionally help with modifying.
what count we're on, so it might be the next one, it might be... Okay, here we go.
Hi there.
Let's go!
You have the rosy scent of beautiful memories. Like an incomplete letter destined for a special place. I wonder where that might be.
Okay. We got her. Took 120, but I still can't call these... I'd say this is a pretty successful pulls. Okay, well... And now we have weapons to pull. Weapons plural to pull for. Because... Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna go for... okay. Let's go, okay. Okay, well, 5 stars. What did I get? I think I already have that one. Now, the rates on this are really weird. So, like the rates of getting 6 stars is pretty high, but the rates of getting a specific... Oh, okay. Okay. Double 6-star. What do we get? Be the wrong arts unit. Okay, well, I don't actually know who this is for. I don't know who likes using this, but surely the next one. I think this is it. No. There we go. It's it's one I already have. Okay, well. Oop, I didn't mean to skip that. But whatever, I guess. We continue. Okay, I think those are just 5 stars. So I'm gonna skip. Also, what currency is this one? Oh, it's this one. Okay. Interesting. Oop. I probably should be prioritizing the Levitine weapon because she's DPS, and I don't know pulls-wise how much I'll be able to do, but we'll see. Oh, I didn't mean to skip. Did I get anything on this? No, 5-star? Surely there's a 6-star in this, and I'm not just going through them all individually for nothing. No, there was not. Oof, okay. I actually have no idea what the pity is for this system, admittedly. So we will see. Okay. Where is it though? Oh, it's a 5-star. Ooh. Okay. Yes! Okay. Okay. So we got Gilberta's weapon. That's nice to have. And now... surprisingly, I have to pull for... much to my own surprise, I have to pull for Levitine's weapon. So we will do that now. Okay, 5 stars. I shall skip. I'm gonna have to look at that other arts unit that I got and who it's for. Okay, 5 star. I'm not super versed in like what the peak ideal weapons are in the game just yet, so I'm gonna have to. Nope. Okay. 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 Surely this will be it. That one looks cool. I will say I am glad that the weapon designs look cool. If we have to, if they force us to pull for these, at least they look cool. Okay, here we go. Not it. Okay. What is this one for? Who's this for? Wheel combustion or electrification? Okay. This, I mean, that is. I see. I don't actually know enough about Levatine's kit to know what other weapon I'd want for her. Let me see if I can find some information on that. I knew that I would be tempted to get Levatine the more I looked into her, and therefore I wasn't looking into her. But now I'm completely unprepared for what to do without having her. Now that I do have her. Okay, apparently her you really want her actual one. So hopefully this is it, because I think this might be my last. No, that's not it. That's unfortunate. Okay, well. Actually, wait. I just remembered. I haven't done that. So that. Okay, well, let's see if we can get it. Oh, okay, there's a shot. There's a chance. I mean, no, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. Not it. Okay, well, there's one more. Okay. Oh, man, the nerves. The nerves are hitting. Not, okay, well, bummer. I guess that's what, 2 more? Surely I'll be able to get that at some point. Be very nice to get that. I probably should have done that before I got Angelina's or Gilberta's. But I don't look at the details. Oh, whoops. Right there. I want to just see the weapon, what it does. Okay, yeah, no, that is like very specifically done. Just special for her. That is very clear that that will make a big difference. Okay, well, alas, I should look at the weapons that I got, though. I'm curious exactly. Oh, man, I'm going to have so many things popping up to the side there. Okay, so we have some potentials. We have some potentials to use real quick. Ooh. Got more Japan art. Okay. Not quite max pop, but close. ultimate energy cost down is actually kind of nice to have for him. I'm not gonna lie. Shaihi. Ooh, yes, this is a really nice potential to have. Okay. Oh man, that art is actually really, really cool too. That is going in the rotation. That is going in the rotation. Okay, Evuena is now max pot. Nice. Carrot and a sharp stick. That's actually a really funny name for that. Man, now I'm kind of... oh, man. Now I'm like, man, I really want to build the electric team, even though I don't even have the mats for the fire team that I just got. Which is going to be interesting. Okay, Alesh, that's the one that I got, only one I got for him. Okay, well I guess, again, having the fire team now, not so bad to have him at max pot. Snowshine, got another one. Shaihi is really good, and she is like one of the, she honestly one of the best designs in the game so far. Like I feel like some of the designs are, like, I'm not gonna lie, some of them are kind of hit and miss for me, but Shaihi has a really good one. And anyway, here's our Levitine potential, which is additional attack multiplier, battle skill improved, and scoring a hit returns 20 SP. That actually seems pretty good. And now I have art. Oh hey, Ask did it. That's really cool. Anyway, I have P1 Levitine and I skipped her banner, and that is just so bizarre. Man,
Looky here. The flying mist messenger got a special letter for you.
her animation's really fun. Okay, well, gotta equip her signature weapon. Oh yeah. Also, I wanted to look at what the other ones I got do. So treatment of. Also, I did. So I've already gotten a like kind of annoying number of potentials in this game for 6 stars. So on the standard banner, so beginner banner, I got Pogranichnik. Standard banner, I got Last Rite, and then I got lucky and got another standard banner unit, another standard banner 6 star, except it was another Pogranichnik. So I have him at P1 as well. And then, in addition to the free version of Aya's weapon that they gave us, I also got another one on the free 10 pull they gave us for her banner, which, I don't know. Like, I should use to just upgrade this one, I feel like, but I haven't done that yet. Because it feels weird to consume one that I could theoretically use for another character, but I guess I could just, like, swap it over if I wanted to do that, but I don't know. Anyway, what are the other ones I got? Treatment efficiency. Okay, that's attack buffing. That's kind of nice, I guess. When the wielder, critical rate plus. Okay, that seems neat too. That seems like a good one for like damage focused casters. And then of course hers, which increases her damage. Team get buffs arts damage. Okay, that is a pretty good weapon, I'd say.
Doesn't matter which new weapon I'm getting. I'll just add a dash of arts. And look, it's floating in the air.
Okay, well we gotta build her. I definitely
Light intensity.
I definitely do have to build Levitine as well, but I am wholly unprepared for that.
Promotion mean that
So we will see if I'm able to actually
you're away.
scrounge up the mats for
Got
that.
everything packed and ready. When are we setting off?
I'm still so unused to it being E4.
Intensity.
Elite 4 is so weird to me. Abby is really fun to play as a unit, but there are bigger fish to fry. Yeah, that's fair. I did, like, my Abby is, I think, level 20 or something.
Where are we headed?
Or 30. Yeah, I did use her a bit at the start when I didn't really have a 6-star yet and was still figuring out, like, what kind of team I was going to do. And I was enjoying her with that, though I wasn't good enough at the game to really know what was going on yet. But...
I want to be the Endman's... I mean, I want to be everybody's most reliable support. But there are times when I get a little worried about being qualified enough. Got a few tips to get a better view of the road. Broaden your horizons, learn from the experiences, and add a dash of imagination.
I don't think I have... Okay, so I have like those boxes that you can get that can give you your choice of these. But since I'm now going to be raising another team, I might not E4 immediately and might hold on to doing that.
And add a dash of imagination.
Even though it would be nice to have the improved weapon experience, but weapon experience isn't my biggest priority at the moment. Oh yeah, skills, of course.
Got a few tips to get a better view of the road. Broaden your horizon.
Just mashing the upgrade buttons.
And add a dash
I haven't done any masteries yet either because I haven't gotten any units to E6. What does the arts reaction apply to an enemy? Oops, not what I wanted to do. Arts reaction is that... I don't know if I have... In my ice team, I'm not really applying solidification or anything, so I might want to I might actually end up swapping fluorite back for Perlica or something to get some electrification in there.
Got a few tips to get a better view of the road. Broaden your horizons, learn from the experiences, and add a dash of imagination.
But she also deals nature infliction with her skill. Okay, maybe I don't need to do that. Maybe I can just use her infliction to, like, cross... Okay, I'm gonna have to, like, really figure out how to actually play her versus, like, the team that I've been using so far. How am I doing on these rocks and stuff? I'm using a lot of money for that, a lot of the in-game money for this. It's kind of rough on ice teams right now. Not a lot of applying, mostly a lot of damaging. Yeah, the thing that I really struggle with the ice team is that, like, most of the applying, like all of the applying apart from fluorite, requires SP. So they're a very hungry, like SP hungry team. But, like, again, like I think we mentioned earlier, I can't remember. Like, I brought it up and then it was also talked about in chat. I can't remember. I think it was maybe you who said it. But, like, Alesh, who would be the go-to SP generation for that team, also consumes the stack. So it's also like, no, that's not actually what I want. Ooh, okay, yeah. Got to do her turn control. That's right. Good point. I have not done that yet. I also don't know how I'm going to gear her just yet and stuff, but going to have to figure that out. Also, what? Protocol pass. I'm going to be honest. I have been slightly tempted to get the next level of the battle pass thing. And admittedly, it's partially because of the Teresa login screen, or like the screen thing. Akakuri for actual SP generation. Okay. I haven't actually looked at Akakuri's kit yet, but I should look into that because that could be very useful. Because like both Jaihe and Last Rite herself are very good at like applying the ice, but they just both need SP, which doesn't leave much room for anything else. So maybe having Akakuri in it would actually be very helpful. But yeah, I don't. This is very tempting, and also the extra mats, especially now that I have a sudden surprise extra unit to build. Very tempting, and also arsenal tickets at this point since I still don't have Levatine's weapon. But I think I am going. I don't think that I am in a spot where I should. It's $10. It's not much, but I don't think I'm gonna. Don't think I'm gonna do that just yet. Maybe. Self-plug time. Maybe if I win the contest, the video contest that you can vote for right now with the link to which is in the description of this very stream. If I win that, I might use some of the gift card to don't tell Yostar that I won't be using it on their game. I will probably use most of it on their game because I want to keep investing in stuff to like that's going to tie more closely to the stuff that I'm actually doing on my channel. But yeah. That's interesting. I don't really have a handle for how valuable the monthly card is in this either yet. I feel like sanity wise, you get a ton of value out of the battle pass kind of thing. Just like, I mean, that's a ton of sanity right there and stuff like that. But I don't know what like the pull return is. And I feel like the last stage being RNG and it's totally random what you get also makes it very difficult to tell whether or not it's worth it. So I don't really know. I'm still a little, I mean, obviously, while I'm looking for a job, I'm not exactly looking to spend money. But in general, I think I'm also just like, I don't know. I want to wait and see exactly what this game is going to be before I like really invest in stuff in it, right? Like I'm definitely enjoying the game so far. The gameplay is really, really tight, and I've really been enjoying that. Like I've really been enjoying like figuring out the right team compositions and figuring out like ways different units synergize together and like how best to time and combine different skills and stuff like that. And like that stuff feels really, really fun. And the base feels really, really fun too. But I think like just about everyone else, I'm still kind of waiting for the story to get good. And I think if it's just really good gameplay, I'm going to keep playing for a while. But I think I want it to be like a setting and characters and story that I really, really like before like I'm like set like, oh yeah, I'm going to be playing this game long term in the way that I have Arknights. But Battle Pass in these games are always a definition of how willing you are to put in the game. If you're willing, the kind of person who's turbo play the game, would probably be worthwhile. Yeah, of course, ignoring the whole monetary thing. Yeah, like I do. It's interesting. The second level of the pass is interesting to me in the way that like it pays for itself if you complete it. And of course that's like the asterisk. It's like it's purchased with a free resource. I mean, you technically can buy it, but like, why would you do that? But it technically gives you back more of the free resource than you spend to unlock it. But you have to finish it for that to be the case, which is interesting. I mean, I think it's like I don't know if I exactly can call this. If anything, it's marketing, I think, but like it's not them trying to make money off of this specific transaction. It's them trying to make money long term by having you invested in playing the game regularly, which I don't know if is necessarily a good thing either, but I think it's interesting. The other live service game that I play regularly is Apex Legends, and they do a very similar thing with their Battle Pass, which is also interesting, but I don't know. I just find the monetization strategies really interesting because it feels like everyone's kind of just like every company is just kind of doing their own thing, and I don't know if there's like, it feels a lot of the time like these companies don't even really know 100% what they're doing. They're just like, oh, we're making money off of this, so I guess we'll keep doing it. But Wuling makes you way happier to have to deal with Valley Force. Yeah, Wuling is very good. I did really like the Levatine story as well. The Levatine story, like, one of the things that I find annoying is that the administrator is just constantly hyped up and hyped up and hyped up and like not in an like, but isn't even remotely interesting on their own, really. And it was the first. The Levatine story was the first indication of them beginning to like acknowledge that yes, we know it's a lot. The character knows it's a lot too, and isn't necessarily comfortable with it. And I think that's a really cool like thing to explore. Like I'm very interested in the administrator potentially reckoning with the fact that everyone thinks they're so good and are going to do everything perfectly. I would love to see the administrator fail at things and blame themselves for it. And they kind of have they've not succeeded at certain things, but we haven't really gotten that, like, them blaming themselves for it or anything like that. Like to go back to Arknight's story, like, that is kind of the thing that broke Oracle back in Babel, right? And I would be really interested to see how the administrator responds to something similar. But we just have, and obviously, Babel released years and years into Arknight's story. So I don't think this is necessarily something that's going to be fully reckoned with, and we're fully going to get the full picture right away. And that's normal for a story, right? Like, especially in live service games, they have to develop before they, like, really can capitalize on the stuff. Like, they have to, like, explain what the setting is and explain what the characters are. And, like, you see this in Arknights too. Like, the first few chapters, like, the first 4 chapters, which is what Arknights released with, were not very good. Like, straight up, not particularly compelling story. I think they did some things better than Endfield has so far, but it was very similar situation. But they ended up sort of like turning a lot of those concepts that weren't great in the beginning of the game on their heads, and it was like, oh, we established these things to subvert them later. But, like, you can't get that subversion right off the bat. You have to establish them first. So my hope is that that's kind of the situation we're in with Endfield, and that they will get to that kind of stuff. But at the same time, I'm like, and I'm confident enough in it that I'm going to continue playing and give them a chance to do that. But it's also like, I'm not necessarily going to be recommending it to friends or anything when I don't know for sure if they will do that. Like, I don't want to I would continue playing something to if it has like compelling gameplay, to see if the story develops, see how the story develops. But I wouldn't recommend something to a friend based on, oh, I think it'll get good eventually, probably. So we'll have to see. Yeah, the real payment is a time commitment. Yeah. And like, I don't know. I don't necessarily like that either. Like, I think the concept of dailies and stuff, like, I get that you want players to be engaged in the game, but I also think that logging into the game and having to actively play it and do a bunch, and like, it becomes a chore, and that's how you burn out. You're no longer playing for fun and because you enjoy something. That's when you burn out. So I don't know exactly how these things play long term. And like, from a moral perspective, I don't think that's a great thing. But also from a like business perspective, I also they don't want people burning out on the game. So I think they really have to do, I don't know. It's like, not the first person to say battle passes are kind of dubious, but here I am. The freemium battle pass is both scummy and logical. It makes sense even if one low-key hate it. Yeah, no, exactly. It's like, I'm going to get it because it makes sense for me to do it because I am playing the game regularly. But like, one of the things that I do in like Apex Legends, like I said, another game that does something very similar with its battle pass, I have, like, I will like the coins you can get for free slowly, and then if you get the battle pass, you can earn more of the coins back than you spent to unlock the battle pass. What I typically do with that is I don't necessarily know if I will finish a battle pass in a season, so I just don't buy it until I have. And if I play regularly enough and I finish it, great, I'll get all that extra stuff. But if I don't, I'm not going to go out of my way to do it, because that's how you burn out on a game, and that's how you like stop liking a game that you actually enjoy. Edmund beating the cardboard allegations in side stories. Yeah, I mean, I will say like the Levitine story was quite good, but it's still not quite on the level of like a lot of the stuff they do in Arknights, which again, totally normal. Like, it's a brand new live service game. They're still setting things up. They're not going to be doing Lone Trail just yet. Lone Trail would have made 0 sense as the first, like, even if Arknights had started with Lone Trail, it would have made 0 sense to anyone, because we just didn't know what was going on with the story yet. But I feel like Perlica has a lot more to blame whenever Edmund seems to have anything on their mind. She just goes, "Don't worry your little head, baby girl." That's fair. Yeah, I'm interested. Excuse me. I'm interested in seeing how they continue to sort of like explore that dynamic. If I can give early AK anything, yeah, the setting. I think the tone was a lot more interesting off the bat. Like I think. Like, everyone was immediately, like, most everyone was saying that the Doctor was great immediately, and, like, we have to save you because you're so important. But also, it was, like, there was a lot more on the line. Like, right off the bat, people gave their lives for that mission, and that was placed, like, well, hope you're worth it, which is a pretty big expectation. And then there's, like, Calcit, who also, I think, was a really important, like, figure in kind of, like, making the Doctor a lot more interesting, because it's not just, oh, you're so great all the time. It's like you have someone who's like, you are important and you are important to our goals, but I also hate you. And I think that was a very important thing to have. But it's more justified in multiplayer because they need you to be around for a new player's teammate. But in a single player gacha, yeah, I mean, like, that is true. I mean, both games make their money from having people play regularly. Like, both games want you to buy in, whether it's like in a multiplayer game, having you playing regularly so that you have like solo queue teammates, or whether it's a single player so that you keep spending money so that you keep like funding it. Like, the end goal is ultimately kind of the same. Like, they both want you to spend money on the game, and that's why they're doing it. Like, nothing is free. If something is free, you're the product. Like, that is kind of the way things go in these games, which is like not great. but at this point, live service games are so entrenched that it's unlikely to change, for better or worse. But I will say there are still some things that I think are exciting about like live service as a setting. Like, the way live service games stories can evolve over time is really neat. Like, Arknights has definitely done some interesting stuff with it. I'm really interested to see, like, I think Endfield has set up the possibility of playing around some really cool stuff with it being live service. In that, like, the way that, like, there are a lot of stories out there about like big conflicts, big battles fought and won and stuff like that, and then after they're won, the story ends most of the time. But I think Endfield is really neat in the way that it really sets up to like have you continue to explore, like, well, what happens after that? What is life like for the regular people after the battle is won or lost, or whatever the case may be? Like, how does life continue after that? And I think we've seen a bit of that particularly in the outpost missions. And I think that's been really cool to explore. I think those have definitely been a highlight for me. I think we saw a bit of it in like Yvonne's story, though I don't think Yvonne's story I found quite as compelling as Levitine's. But that might also be bias for me because I also just don't like Yvonne's design as much, unfortunately. She has like aspects of her or the horns and the tail are really fun, but like the rest of the design just doesn't, I don't know, it's just isn't it for me. But ironically, not having everyone slobber over you makes it easier for one to self-insert. I mean, I've never really used the Doctor as a self-insert, and I find it way more compelling with them being their own character. Like, I think that's something that they very much instilled in me, is that, like, no, the Doctor is their own person. Like, they're the perspective character, but they're not you. They're not like, wow, I'm so cool for doing this in the story. Like, so I don't know. I think Arknights has also benefited greatly from having numerous stories that just don't involve the Doctor at all. And I'd be really interested to see Endfield do something similar. I'm really hoping that they do some stuff without the Administrator, where you can just like be in the world with the characters and stuff and get to like see what their deal is when you're not around, and like how they've, like, especially because like they've been around and doing stuff for literally longer than the Administrator can remember, because the Administrator doesn't remember anything. But yeah, it's also like it does make me, even though I'm someone who has never really put the Doctor in as a self-insert, it does make me actually uncomfortable to consider the Administrator as a self-insert, because of how weird everyone's perspective is on that. But I have to look to see if any of these give polls for the weapon banner, so that I can hopefully finally get Levitine's weapon. Anyway, also, hey Isren, how's it going? Sorry, I missed your hello there. In case you missed the polls, they were kind of weird. I got 3 6 stars. I had to go all the way to guarantee to get Gilberta, which was unfortunate. However, along the way, I had not pulled for Levitine. I got 2 copies of her. So I now have P1 Levitine after not pulling on her banner, which is... I'm really glad that I didn't pull on her banner, because could you imagine if I had? I would have been really annoyed. But yeah, but filling in the blanks. Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah, no, I think that's fair. I think it's like, I think there's a difference between using that to sort of like lend your own perspective to the Doctor versus like the. I don't want to be too judgmental, but it's like the Chad Doctor from Reddit that I have seen other people do. It's like it's yeah, I don't know. I think that is the least interesting version of the character you could possibly imagine. But I think it is like there's definitely space for like your own perspective in the character. And I mean, I think that's encouraged. I think they want you to engage with the ideas as if like you yourself, because Arknights presents a lot of very big ideas, and I think they want you to engage with those as if like think about for yourself, like what the hell would I do in that situation, or what the hell would I do with these ethical questions that are being presented. So I think completely separating yourself from the character isn't necessarily the way to do it either, but yeah. Starting Arknights last year was weird since their time-limited side stories wouldn't give me a clear POV to follow. Yeah, actually, weirdly enough, I started during the Break the Ice rerun, and the Doctor is present for that. And it was so weird going from... Like, I didn't finish the story, because I kind of couldn't. Especially since I started like a week into it, and I couldn't, like... I could not fight. I could not beat Dagenbrecher just yet. But, like, it was really weird that the Doctor is there, because it was, like, going from this intense, like, the first few chapters where you're, like, being broken out of Chernobog and stuff like that, and then all of a sudden you're just, like, off of these mountains. And it's like, what the hell has happened? When is this set? What's going on? What has happened? But yeah, after that, I'm trying to remember what events were after that I read. I think the next event I read was probably the Reed Alter event. I think that was the next one that came. It helped that I had a friend who already played the game and was like, yeah, no, they don't usually have the doctors like the point of view character. They're usually just larger stories. And I was like, oh, okay, I can work with that. I can figure out what you're talking about here.
Solid reference.
But yeah, it is an interesting thing to just be onboarded with. Yeah, I know, that was the other thing. It was like I just started reading the story of Break the Ice because it popped up when I started trying to do some of the stages. And then it was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll just read this quick thing. It's still going? It's still going?
What's this supposed to mean?
It's still going. And it just kept going. And then I was like, oh, okay, that was just like the first chapter. They're probably just introducing stuff. It'll probably be less the next one. Nope. Longer. It was longer. So
how's that for my real
that was interesting. But okay, I can't even get her to this is E2, right? I'm still P2, promotion 2. Man, there's so many things that are so similar to Arknights where I just want to call them what they are in Arknights. And then it's not that. And it keeps throwing, I mean, like, Levitine is the obvious option, or obvious example, or Gilberta instead of Angelina. But, like, Promotion 1, Promotion 2, Promotion 3, Promotion 4? In addition to that, like, it just keeps going? What are you talking? Like, it's so... Yeah. So Long Adele made you so biased against Swire. It wasn't until I actually read the main story that I started appreciating the character. Yeah, I feel that. I honestly, I still think I absolutely adored like 2/3 of So Long Adele, and then the other third I could have just ignored. Like the stuff with Adele herself, and the stuff with the two Adeles. Whew. That was a really good story beat, but the stuff with Aya was great. The stuff with Briafita was pretty good. And then the stuff with Bison and Swire was like I did actually, like, I had already read the main story at that point, so I didn't mind. So I was interested in Swire. And then I was like, I'm someone who is interested in this character, and I'm getting nothing out of this. But that was, yeah. But, like, and again, I get that they had to include all of the banner units and stuff in the story. But, like, it would have been such a better story without all that stuff tacked on. Or with, like, a better storyline for those characters. But, I don't know. Oh, first event was a Gavial one? You thought it'd be about... You expected RA. Actually, sorry, no. That is my huge, like, everyone's talking about, like, from the new CN live stream, everyone's talking about, like, the new characters, everyone's talking about all of that. I'm over here freaking out that we're getting RA3 finally RA3. I am really looking forward to it. Finally, I will be able to use that Eunectes mod that I crafted so long ago. That I crafted after already finishing, like, everything in RA, so I had no reason to ever use it. Finally I have a purpose for that. I cannot wait. Play the Gavial event and you expected Endfield, yeah. Well, I don't have enough of those to E2 her. Then once I get her to E2, I can get her to E3. So that's nice at least. She is going to be the character anyway. Also, what are, like, I haven't looked into the burn teams at all. So I'm going to have to figure out what the hell I'm going to be including in this. It'd be interesting to put Gilberta on that team, I feel like. Yeah, third Stronghold Protocol too. I think that'll be really interesting. Yeah, at least we'll have a reason for the RA modules is still the thing. Like, I think they should start doing... Like, they've been doing 2 mode-specific mods every update. I think they should switch to 3. I think they should do 2 IS and 1 RA. And I think... I feel like... I don't know, like... It's... I still would be genuine... Like, as someone who enjoys RA, if they gave one of my favorite... Like, if they gave Carnelian an RA mod, I would be pissed. I love RA. I would be pissed about that. I would be like, at least make it an IS mod. I love IS mods. I still cannot justify RA mods. Like, they have to do something totally ridiculous for me to, like, even begin to consider that. But yeah, I don't think we know what Irene's mod will do yet, but I'm really excited for that. I love Irene. I've really enjoyed her second normal mod. Her second normal mod is a ton of fun with her S2, but I'm really looking forward to seeing what her... No joke, I've been saying for Irene should get an IS mod for a long time, because we already have a Levitate. In fact, we have like 2 Levitate and Weightless IS mods. We have an Attack Recovery IS mod. Those are all perfect for working with Irene. It makes total sense to just give her one too, right? Like, make her the best unit for capitalizing on these other broken IS mods. It would be so fun. Yeah, I think we'll probably get it like maybe the day before, maybe the day or 2 before the update goes live. Though I can't remember what day the update goes live itself. But Spot is IS support. I mean, IS support queen will still always be unfortunately. Well, in IS6 it will probably still be Radiant, but I will be using Angelina and Irene because I think they're fun. But yeah, I'm super looking forward to that. She's such a great and fascinating character too. I really liked her in Path of Life. Like, I liked her in all the other events too, obviously. But like, I'm really glad that they continue to include her in Path of Life. I think it was really cool to see her there in Secunda. But yeah, I am genuine. Like, I've been, because especially like one of the things I'm sorry I'm not actually playing the game. I'm just yapping. But one of the things that I'm really excited about for RA3. So the jump between RA1, the temporary version, and RA2 was already huge. There was a huge jump between those two, right? The quality level increased like tenfold at least. So I'm really curious, especially with how long it's now been since RA2 released, I'm really curious just how much they've learned and are going to implement in RA3. I really hope they can do something cool with it. Anyway. Maybe this. Also, I'm realizing I have no idea what the fire teams are even remotely like. I think I might need another. No, I think Gilberta will be good because I think doesn't I need to read Levitine's skills. I think Levitine wants specifically not just fire stacks, but I think she wants the like burn status, which would specifically require. Oh no, maybe she does want heat. Yeah, okay. She does specifically want combustion, it feels like. So you do. It seems like you do still want an other element in there to trigger it. And you want that other element first, and then apply the fire, I guess. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna have to look into like more of what she actually. Oh yeah, and her talents too. Oh, she also does want heat infliction. Okay. Oh, okay. That's actually okay. So that makes it so you can't really stack multiple heat inflictions super easily on stuff, which is interesting. But that works well with her wanting specifically combustion, because then when she consumes the heat infliction, you can then apply a different element and apply another heat infliction, and that'll cause the combustion that she wants, I guess. Also, I do like that she ignores heat resistance in the same way that default Levitine or Surtur back in Arknights ignores res. I think that's funny. Oh, and and she has that. She is really building on Surtur. That's funny. The Philae skin looks really pretty, but it's also really funny to me that they took the white pharaoh girl and made her Chinese. Like, it's just such a like, oh, what other cultures are they like? What other cultures are they going to make her dress up as? What's going on here? I also think it looks really pretty. I think the animations look really nice. I looked at them this morning. But I will say I kind of miss her big shield. Like, the fact that her skin, even when she's deployed, doesn't have a shield is so weird to me. I guess she's just casting and stuff, but I don't know. I'm not 100% sure I'll get it yet, in the way that I might be for some other skins. So we'll have to see. Maybe it'll grow on me and I will get FOMO when it comes up, but Sargonian girl shocks waiters by ordering in perfect Yanese. Yeah. That's... Oh, man. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm still not over getting Levitine. I'm still like, what the fuck happened here? P1 Levitine. It got a Levitine potential. Honestly, what does this potential do again? I remember being nice. Getting extra SP is also like kind of a pretty nice thing to get, but man, I am now like, I was like so set on like what I would be doing now, because I was like, oh yeah, these are the teams that I'm going to be running now, and now I have a whole other team to figure out. But that's very exciting. You do indeed hope that the skin grows on me eventually. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, like, I will also say, I am not someone. I do not buy that many skins. Like, I'm not a. I get the monthly card and that's it in the game, and I still have over 1,000 OP in Arknights because I just don't buy that many skins.
I hate fools who like
So it's
Thank goodness.
there. I am very picky with skins. Me saying that I'm like not totally sold on a skin doesn't mean it's a bad skin. It means I'm just kind of ridiculously picky about what skins I get. Oh yeah, 90 OP. Like, see, that's the thing. I don't even think I'm gonna get all the Ave Mujica skins, even if they are limited. I haven't seen the Surfer effects yet. I'm probably not going to get that one either, though, because Surfer's E2 art, the coloring for it, and this like the art and the colors in it are just so striking that it is like no other E2 art is like that, and I genuinely really, really, really like it, and I don't think I would replace that for a skin unless it's like unbelievably good effects. So I'll have to check, but we'll see. You know what? I guess see, I have one set of skin, and I think that's all I need. I don't think I need to collect extra skin. I think that's enough. Ooh, I might actually. Sorry, my throat's getting really dry. I might actually have to call. I know I haven't really like done anywhere near as much as I had like set out to do in this. I was going to be playing events and stuff, but my throat is really dry right now, and I little preview of what's coming next. I do actually have a video that I'm planning on recording this weekend, at least recording the audio for it. Obviously, if my voice allows for it. But so hopefully I'll be able to do that. But I might have to save my voice just a little bit to be able to do that. I think I need to make some tea and stuff. I also, my wife and I went and visited a member of her family and had a nice long chat for a while, just like, a nice visit. So voice already a little bit more worn than it usually is, but yeah, I honestly, the other thing is that now a lot of what I will be doing is I will just be going through stats and trying to figure out what the hell I'm going to be doing now that I have another limited operator that I really wanted but thought I would never get. So we'll see. But I do plan on streaming some more. I'll probably be back next weekend. I know it's been a couple weeks, I think, since I streamed last, but maybe with more. Actually, the Abby Mujica collab is coming up, so I'll probably be streaming some of that sometime in the next week or so. We'll see. My initial plan is actually to not do my polls until I get the second free 10 poll, so that I can like save. There's just so much stuff coming up that I'm like, I really want to be careful with my polls and stuff, especially if there's like, I'm still coping that there's going to be another Litanian event coming up, and that I'm going to need those polls for my niche. And I also want to have enough polls for the units that I want to make videos and stuff for. So I'm probably, hopefully, ideally going to wait to do my main polls until the second 10 poll comes around so I can save some polls. But we'll see how that goes, and we'll see if it ends up making a difference, because the last collab banner, which was the Ash rerun, I had to go to 120 on that, and that was not fun. So hopefully it goes a little bit better, and hopefully I can get it. Hopefully I can get the units early, but I'll probably still be playing through the event, obviously, and stuff, and see if maybe play through it with Litania Knights, Nisha to bed, and stuff like that. But we'll see. Yeah, wait and hope. Wait and hope. But thanks everyone who came and hang out. I know it wasn't necessarily the most, like, other than the polls, it wasn't the most like action-packed stream I've ever done. But really appreciate everyone showing up and hanging out. It's always genuinely really fun to just hang out and chat. But yeah, the TT has really, really grown on me. Like, TT's kit is interesting enough to me that I'm like, okay, I'll go back and read the Pepe event. I've been avoiding the White Pharaoh event this long, but TT's kit has me really invested in her, and I think I like her design too, to some extent. I think they went a little harder than they had to on the whole she's Egyptian thing, but it'll be. I think she has some really cool stuff going on, but there's also like Mantra's really cool. I'm not particularly invested in Silver Ash as a character, but Silver Ash Alter does have a really cool kit, I will say. And then there's a lot of 5-stars that I want to talk about and make stuff for coming up as well. And that means that I will probably have to pull at least a bit on those banners, and I do not have great 5-star luck all the time, so we will see how that goes. But if Pepe was not in that event, it would have been 100 times better. Yeah, I've heard actually good things from people who've actually read the event, I will say. Which reassures me a little bit. But yeah, Pepe actively and maliciously stalls the plot on purpose. Oh no. Okay, well I'll be. See, the good thing is that I don't actually have Pepe, so this will be. So maybe I should read it. So if I come out of it hating her, I'll be so much happier to have missed a limited character. Sleep is a really fun mechanic, and incantation medics are a cool class. You're absolutely right. And also, she works. I think she's like, this gives me an excuse to bring Blemishine places again, and I love Blemishine. So, but you know, you need to stop yourself from max potting Sakiko on day one. Yeah, no, that's fair. I don't think I will be max. In fact, I know I will, unless I have the most unbelievable 10 pull ever. I will not be max potting Sakiko. I will say I initially planned on skipping this banner. Like I was like, they're collab units, but I've not watched Ave Musica, and I was like, I don't think I don't need collab units from something that I've never watched. But then they went and released some really, really, really fun kits, and I'm like, damn it. No, I do want to play with those. I do want to play those characters. So, hey, Griff. Unfortunately, you caught me just as I'm kind of wrapping up. My voice is unfortunately kind of giving out. I've been been yapping a little too much, but it's going well. The polls were kind of weird, actually. Mostly what I did today was pulled on the I almost called her Angelina again, the Gilberta banner, and I had to go to the guarantee, unfortunately. However, I had skipped Levitine to make sure I would have enough for Gilberta. I got 2 copies of Levitine on this banner, so my patience was rewarded. So I can't really complain about having to go to the guarantee on that. But you started AK after the collab got announced, so I got to do what you're here for. That's very fair. I honestly, I've heard enough really good things about the show that I probably should finally give it a go. I've heard enough good things from people whose opinions I really respect that I'm like, yeah, I'd probably enjoy it, but you know, only so much time. But yeah, the rage mechanic would be really neat if it was. I mean, I think they have enough units in that squad and enough units that do like some pretty interesting things to like really make it still very worthwhile. But it'd be cool if it was for other units too. Yeah, the skins are like, oh man, I'm probably not going to get all of the skins because I don't know if I'm going to be using, like, I'm probably going to be using some of them pretty regularly, but I don't know if I'm going to be using all of them all the time. So I'm going to have to think about which ones I'll be using the most. I'll probably get the Sakiko one at the very least, and I'll probably get at least one more. Honestly, they all have really interesting kits, but the Ambusher and the Earthshaker, I think, are the ones who I'm most interested in using. But we will have to see, because I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm probably going to build as many as I have mats for, but there's also some other units that I want to build. Like, I've been sitting on Fartooth for a long, long time, unfortunately. I was really excited to get her, but I just haven't had the mats to build her. But this week, I got a just like random recruit free Fartooth in an IS run, and she was really, really fun. And now I'm like, damn it, I really have to build Fartooth. So yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that and also build the new Ave Musica collab units. But that's also part of why I'm like, maybe I won't. That's another mildly influencing factor about like maybe not making a guide for all of the units just yet, because I don't know if I will be able to build them all at the start of the event. But we shall see. Oh, also, before I wrap up, I will also say you got Angelina as the first operator in your free 10 pull from the Surtur banner. Oh, and she was your starter 6-star in AK. That is full circle. It's only right that happens. Meanwhile, I'm over here just like I can't dodge an arts fighter. So clearly I was gonna get Levitine. Yeah, there are so many operators with great feeling kits. It's the struggle. It's always a struggle. But this is good chance to, if you haven't voted yet today, you should go vote for my video in the AK video contest, the Atto video contest. You can vote once a day for 3 entries per category. There's a lot of great entries in the gameplay category as well, including a lot of people who have been often here in stream chats or in the comments of my videos. ET Gamer, GDC Lasat, Detective VW. Oh man, I'm gonna forget names. Unfortunately, I'm gonna miss someone, and I apologize for that. Even Blaze also has one in there. There's a lot of really, really great. I highly there. Obviously, yes, I want people to vote for me. It would be the winning that would be great. I'd get an Amiya plushie, which would be great, and I'd get a gift card, which I could use to invest in like polls and building units, which would mean more content on the channel. But also, I really do want to encourage people to go and take a second to look at, like, find some gameplay stuff. Find some of the entrants that don't have a lot of votes in the gameplay channel, and you will find some incredible stuff. Like, Arknight's content creation can be a little thankless at times. It's a pretty niche community, and it can be really hard to like get a following in any way. So that, and if like, let's be real, like if you were making content just to be a big deal and to make money or whatever, like you would be making content for a different game. A lot of these people making gameplay content, a lot of these people doing niche clears and stuff like that are people who are just unbelievably passionate about this game. And that is the kind of thing that makes this community so exciting to me. And that's the kind of stuff that like really, really, really is important. So I really encourage you to go check out those, give them a vote if you want, but like, if nothing else, like click on their videos, watch them, maybe give them a comment, maybe give them a subscription. There's some really, really great stuff out there. And I highly recommend you, like as someone, like I've been really lucky to get, like even when I was just doing gameplay, I had a relatively, like, again, for Arknight's video, like for Arknight's gameplay videos, I had like 500 subscribers, which is a fair bit for what that was. And since switching over to doing guides and streams and stuff, I've been really lucky to get a bigger platform than I had before. But so even back then, it is like my channel is not necessarily big now, even in the Arknight space. But as someone who was sitting at like less than 500 subscribers for a long time, I know how much it means to get a comment. Even just like a hey, nice clear kind of thing, like that stuff goes a long way to like really fueling some of the people who are like really doing the stuff to like carry this community and like continue to do cool stuff in this community. So highly recommend you going and checking out some of those smaller gameplay channels that are in the contest, giving them some love on their YouTube channels, giving them a subscription, giving them a comment or something like that. I know, even if they're people that I do not know personally, I know it will mean quite a bit to people there if you do that. So highly recommend doing that. Also, obviously, go vote for my video. Could really use the support, but yeah, hope everyone checks that out. The link to the contest is in the description of this video. It's also just I've posted it on in the post on my channel. I will probably keep posting it somewhat often because I'd really like to win this. But yeah, I hope everyone takes the time to check that out. But I also should catch up with some of these. Doesn't need to, makes combustion on her own skill for her combo. Oh, nice. Others need to give her inflections to absorb with the first talent. Okay, nice. Niche communities like these need to stick together. Yeah, absolutely, Dust Campus. Unfortunately, there's no, I really wish there was, a community Discord or something for, AK content, small AK content creators or something like that. But to my knowledge, there is not. And there isn't really, much of the way that, to support each other beyond, showing up to each other's videos and stuff like that. But it's a really important thing, and it can make it a big difference to people. And I'm not a big deal on YouTube, but y'all sometimes y'all can make me feel like I am, and that's a really special feeling, and that's something that I never expected to get when posting on YouTube and stuff like that. I started just posting stuff because I didn't have Discord Nitro, and I wanted to share videos with my friends. So having that kind of recognition from people that you never imagined being possible is just such a special thing. And I think, and it takes a lot of work to make those kinds of videos and to make that kind of content. It takes a lot of, any content takes a lot of work. And I know a lot of work goes into putting together clears to be perfect and stuff like that, and to be comfortable and confident in uploading them and stuff like that. So a lot of work goes into those, it might be a 2-minute clear video, but a lot goes into that. So highly recommend checking out those people and rewarding their effort as much as you can. When in Rome, do as Romans do, replace Rome with yen now. Yeah. Miss the shield too. The skin is pretty, but you want more armored skins. Yeah, I know. It's like Mudrock. I like her newest skin, Mudrock's newest skin, the most, by far, because it's the closest to being armored. But we really need I really hope. Oh man, I'm blanking on her name, but from The Masses Travels, Gracebearer's friend, big air quotes around friend. Very, very, very fun. But you're watching stream from 10 minutes in the past. I thought you might be when you were talking about the filet skin, but that is fair. That's totally fair. I mean, that's just YouTube. YouTube is weird at times. Also, I'm Gab. I'm sorry, you have a really long name, and I'm not good at reading things off the bat. And I don't want another paralysis situation, so I'm going to be very cautious in pronouncing your name and just call you Gab for now. But thank you. I really appreciate that. Listening to my voice a million times while I edit a video can be really I can start to hate the sound of my own voice like you wouldn't believe. But I really appreciate that. I really appreciate comments like that. So thank you. Yeah, we have. There are so many amazing NPCs that still need to get out of NPC jail, but apparently now we're getting triple alters. So honestly, I think the triple alters will probably just be Chen and Scotty. It's got to just be those two. I can't imagine anyone else. I mean, if they want to give me a 3 for niche purposes, I wouldn't object, but for the health of the game purposes, I would. But a 3, she's actually German now, but armor is the main reason Kessie is your favorite faction. Yeah, no, that's very fair. Yeah. The funny thing about heals is that heals were often used by cavalry, right? By people who were riding horses. So it's actually very funny that the horses have heals in their armor. But I agree with you that way too many characters have heals. But anyway, my voice is getting more and more scratchy, and I really need to go make some tea. But I really appreciate everyone for hanging out. I know a couple of you showed up close to the end of the stream. Sorry that I'm heading out right as you did. And again, sorry that I didn't really play the game very much and kind of just got distracted by yapping. Also, holy cow, pulls take a long time in this game. I'm used to just kind of pulling and then being done with it. But you gotta pull the characters. The animations are way longer for that. And then there's also a weapons to pull for. But, yeah. Anyway. Aren't some of the Umamasame characters in heels? Like, I'm pretty sure they are. It's also kind of silly, I'm not going to lie, but... Yeah, no, that's fair. Give us Blemmy Alter, and that will fix everything, surely. Man, anyway. I'm not going to start talking about Blemmy Alter, because I could just talk about that for another long time, and then I will, again, not finish the stream when I should. But yeah. Thanks again, everyone, for hanging out and chatting. I always really appreciate the company. It's Orela. That's it. Yes. Sorry. Thank you. But yeah, thanks everyone. Hope y'all have a great rest of your weekend. Good luck. In case I don't see you before the Ave Musica collab goes live. Hope everyone's polls go well on that. And yeah, talk to y'all next time.